As the first chapter comes to a close, Amina and Zainab dance together at school. The latter finally seems to embrace her past, and despite being in a different room to Amina, understands and accepts her Pakistani heritage. The final shot during the credit sequence depicts Amina and Zainab together, fixing up the tent outside and placing a placard on the front reading Amina and Zainab Pakistan. This reinforces that Zainab has finally decided to embrace her culture. There's a part of her that's grateful to Amina for pushing her outside her comfort zone. Interestingly, the film also sees a dominant color of yellow used. This is usually depicted in the form of hope, happiness and joy, three traits that perfectly sum up this wonderful celebration. Second chapter. The short film ends with Xiaoyu overhearing that he's going to be picked because it would be a good opportunity for international students to look up and be inspired by him. It's not about his talent or how hard he works, at least not for Alan's stuffy father anyway. Alan's smirk is telling, showing a more rebellious streak and an approval that Xiaoyu has embraced his true self. The ending essentially sees everyone shuffling out of dinner, away from the trio of Chinese students defiantly singing "The Island is Dead with No Soul." This shuffling could be linked back to Xiaoyu and his friends commenting how they're likened to penguins. Black and white is used throughout to signify this as well, although it could also be a nod toward ancient China with the yin and yang symbol. Either way, this film does well to show fear and anxiety in the wake of the unknown. Third chapter. The film closes out with Val showing her true self, stopping Elsie from taking out Jimmy by admitting that she's of Empire and a human. Garlic is thrown in Elsie's face, leading to Jimmy embracing her and accepting that she's of Amp. In fact, it even inspires a new friend who's half werewolf to step up too. It turns out she was worried what others would think of her as a half-breed, and now she's embracing her identity because of Val's courage. Of course, this whole monster deal feeds back into that idea of this being an allegory for those born between two cultures. Whether that be a British-born Indian or an American Asian, this chapter actually does quite a good job showcasing what it's like to be caught in the middle between two conflicting ideas. The ending proves as much, with the family finally accepting that Val has made a new friend, and also telling Jimmy the truth. There are hints, though, that Val may actually be bisexual, but it's left up to debate instead, which is a nice ambiguous way to end this story.